hopefully we'll get a new deal. This is really, I can't breathe over here. Good day today. Obviously, guys, on Tuesday each week we take a look and obviously spend a lot of time getting ready for what Oregon State's going to do. And guys moved around well today. Thought we had a solid practice. And our key is to improvement every single day and trying to get better. And this team has done that, but we got to continue to do that and do it at a faster pace. So, good day today. Questions?
Todd, how impressive has it been what DeMario Richards doing, considering he's a guy who's still only 17 years old?
Yeah, very impressive. But we fully expected him to be. We knew we had a special back when we signed him. And but I tell you what I like about it is it's hard for a young man, 17, 18 years old, to come in here and to do that. And I'm really proud of his mental maturity and his toughness. I mean, that's the thing that has really impressed me is his durability and toughness, which we knew he was a great back, but he's really done well. And obviously, and too, Kalen's been slowed by some nagging injuries and things like that. Not really injuries, just nagging soreness and swelling, stuff like that. But we want both. We'd love to have both, all three backs on the field at the same time.
It was such a big build-up for the Notre Dame game, such a big win. Do you worry at all about a letdown? How do you guard against
Everybody asks me. I've been asked that every week all year long. You're dealing with 18 to 22-year-old young men. You reap what you sow. I think we've sown, really strong relationships with them. I think they understand, are very humble, and they also respect, the opponents that they're playing, and that doesn't make it any. It doesn't matter what you did last time you went there. It doesn't matter what they did 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. That stuff matters. When you win a championship, you got to go play every week, and that is a challenge. But we are playing our best football. That is absolutely no excuses. I mean, we know we're facing, in my opinion, one of the best football coaches in the Pac-12, and always does a tremendous job. A team that is very, very blue-collar, physical, tough team, and has had some misfortune. That's it. But they're very, very capable, and we've got a lot riding. So we've got to go out and figure out a way to get back on that plane with another win.
Does it help that there's a big prize on the horizon? I mean, the players can see that in terms of focusing and after big wins and what's in front of you?
I think that's why we start off the year and we talk about unfinished business. I mean, that's the whole deal. That's the whole mission about what you're doing. And they know that they got to win the next game in front of them. They also know as you win and you become successful, you get everybody's best game because people are looking to knock you off. So, I think that it's got to help with their motivation, but the main thing is just really being single-minded, focused in what you're doing. That doesn't mean you don't think about those things. We obviously have our goals in mind, but I like how we're playing right now. I mean, our guys are playing. We can play better than we played Saturday. Now that first half was pretty good.
We'll top that.
Yeah, we'll try to top that. But really proud of them.
For the first year in the new system, do you think is there enough room for 4 teams? Do you think that one team might get left out, and with this new committee making the rankings? What are your thoughts on this whole?
Well, I'm excited about the playoff. I'm excited it's going to be played on the field. I do not like all the. I don't like all. I think you see that. I think what people's opinions are. I mean, it's like at the beginning of the year they're going, "What do you think about where you're picked?" I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're going to play the games. And really, what did I think after 2 or 3 weeks? It matters. It matters. The team that improves and gets better and stays healthy is the one that's going to develop. And it's really a product of what you do as a program. We're stronger now as a team because we're in our 3rd year. We could not be where we're at right now in our 1st year, in my opinion, because you reap what you sow, and those kids react in those critical situations. They need training and they need preparation, and they all those things come into play when you're in those big games. So I am, I love the great tradition of the bowls. I think we should never lose sight of that with the Rose Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl. Those are always need to, in my opinion, be a part of college football. But I think you can do it, and I'm hoping that in the future they would expand that, because one of the things I think that's kind of left out with this playoff system, which it's better than what we had last year, and I'm excited about it. I don't want to be negative about it, but you asked me the question, so I'm going to answer it. I hope that they would recognize the conference champion. I mean, that way the fans can get what they want. We will play Michigan State, Texas A&M. We can play whatever non-conference we want. We don't have to worry about how many games they're playing. Are they playing a championship game? Not playing a championship game. The conference champion of the Pac-12 should be in the playoff. The conference champion of the SEC should be in the playoff, right? And so that would be increased to 8 teams, and you'd have 5 major conference champions, 3 at-large bids, and I think that would encompass a lot of the teams. And plus, it would be interesting because it's not how you're playing in week 3 or week 4. It's how you're playing at the end of the year. You know what I mean? And that really is an interesting dynamic. And then you just look at things like you watch how I'm fascinated by matchups. Like, I watched all the film going into last week's game, and I'm going, man, I watched, man. And then I start kind of looking and going, man, how does that match up with what we're doing? I think we match. I think we got some things that can really be difficult. And so, you see what I'm saying? And it can change based on different people that you play throughout the country. You know what I mean? So that's something that I hope that eventually they'll look at, because that way we can play whoever we wanted to in our non-conference, because the Pac-12 champion is going to be in the playoff. And I think that as this plays out, I think you're seeing that, I think the Pac-12 is sitting in good shape right now. So we'll see what happens. But all we can do is worry about beating Oregon State. But I'm happy with the playoffs. I'm thrilled to death that we're playing on the field. But I really think the one thing that's real important is that those conference champions should mean something to win the conference championship. It does in every other sport and every other league. So that's something I hope they'll eventually look at.
What kind of improvements have you seen from the secondary throughout the year?
Dramatic improvements, technique, fundamentals, confidence. We're fast. We got great speed. We're able to execute a lot of scheme and do a really good job. We had some errors. We haven't had any critical errors in the last 2 or 3 games, and we had 3 of them. This last week. We can't blow coverages like that, but other than that, and those things have to be eliminated. But they've done really well. Jordan Simone has been playing all Pac-12 caliber play at the safety position. Him and Damaris have been phenomenal all year. And then Quishy and Lloyd have really come on and played well. Armand Perry's played great in their nickel package. Lau has just been, he is so solid in the communication and all we're just doing everything better and better and better, and I think it has a lot to do with our guys and their character. But the secondary's been just like the D-line, just like the linebackers. Everybody's improved.
Do you think it's a little bit more stable than it was earlier in the year?
Well, yeah, we got a really good team.
Jordan was in gold today. Is he okay?
Who?
Jordan Simone was in gold today. Is he okay?
He was the gold winner today.
No. He was in gold. Limited contact.
What it is, our quarterbacks get to wear those, so our guys like to wear those sometimes. We let them wear them. Yeah, he's fine.
Thanks, Coach.
Liu had one on too. Yeah. We used to put him in green, but then you guys were onto that, so I tried to change it.